three kinds of money today that you guys got to be aware of. One is God's money, and God's money is gold and silver. So this is silver, and this is gold. The reason I brought it is most people don't know what it looks like. And then there's government money, which is fiat currency, which is the dollar, the yen, the peso, the euro, the yuan. Fake. And everybody's working hard for it. It's like eating fake food or drinking fake water. That's why people are getting sick financially, because they're working for fake money. Okay. And then there's fake assets, which was another part of the fake millennial, the fake generation series. But the reason I brought this here is most people haven't seen it. This here is real silver, plata. Okay. That's what it looks like. And so in 1972, and this here is gold. This is God's money. This is what God's money looks like. The reason I call it God's money is you can't fake it. You know, you can fake it with a fake ETF, like a gold ETF or a silver, which I don't touch because it smells as bad as the guys that printed that crap. You know what I mean? Jesus. But this is real money. So you look at this here. When I first started buying that, that was $1.40. Today, that's $16. And this here is oro, gold. And the reason we brought it in is most people haven't seen or touched. This is real. This is God's money. Why did I say it's God's money? Because it was here when the earth was created. And it'll be here when we're all dead and gone. When you're saving those fake dollars, this will still be here. Or those fake ETFs or those fake stocks. So this here is called the green box. These are, there's 500 of these little tubes like this. 500 coins in here. And this is one, which is worth more.
Which one's worth more? The gold.
Yeah, this is worth more than all that. Now the reason I say this is because for your generation, this could be the biggest opportunity you'll ever see. I'm not making any commissions on this stuff.
Of course.
But if you look at what happened with the fake central bank, see the purpose of the central bank or the Fed or all, you know, the Japanese, the Bank of Japan or the European Central Bank, they pump out fake money. The purpose of central banks like the Fed is to protect the banks, not you. They're a criminal operation as far as I'm concerned. You're going to find that most of my talks is about the Fed. So I would recommend you guys buy this stuff. Don't save money. Don't save government money, because they're corrupt as hell, as you know. Save God's money. This corona crisis, as I call it, you know, it's a smokescreen for something that's been going on for years, you know. And you know, when I was your age, I was in Vietnam and I was flying for the Marine Corps. When my rich dad sent me a letter saying, watch out, the world's going to change. And the world changed because President Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard on August 15th, 1971. But back then in the 70s, being on an aircraft carrier, I didn't get that letter for like 6 months. That's how long it took to get to me. You know, now you guys go ding, ding, and you're there. I mean, the world is really no world at all. But he warned me that the world would change, and I didn't really understand it at the time. And but that's when my curiosity about gold and money and all this really changed. So today, when I look at the corona crisis, but more the financial crisis, it's really, really horrifying because the financial crisis started back in 1971. And the reason I'm a rich man today is because, you know, I knew something was wrong. I didn't know until 72. When I flew behind enemy lines to go buy some gold, and I didn't know what gold was. It was illegal for Americans to own gold in 1972. And I thought that was really strange. So my life brought me up to this moment. So I'm very happy to be talking to you because the corona crisis, while serious, the biggest crisis is the financial crisis. And your generation, the millennials, have been screwed. I mean, big time, big time. I mean, if you understand how money is created, money is credit and debt. That's all it is. Money, credit, money, I mean, credit, debt, and taxes. That's what money really is.
Mhm.
But they don't teach you that in school. So today, the reason the world economy is crashing goes all the way back to 71. But what happened in 71, they could just make fake money and they can keep printing fake money. And this is the US dollar. The US can keep printing fake money for a number of years yet.
Mhm.
And the only way they could keep the economy expanding, they had to find people stupid enough to get into debt. So when I say because the dollar is dying, I'm just not BSing you. Yeah, I am a student of it. And, it goes all the way back to the original, not the original, but the book I read here is called The Grudge of Giants. Grudge, gross, universal, cashless. So that's how I know the dollar is dying, the stock market is way high, and gold is high. They shouldn't be. And the reason is because they're ripping us off. They're printing so much money to keep the stock market high, so mom and pop stupid person who has a 401k or a pension, they, oh, I don't have to worry. I got a pension. The stock market is up. And then meanwhile, gold is going up. The reason gold is going up is a common theme, is they're printing trillions of dollars. You cannot have both going at the same time. I hope I'm wrong, but the US dollar is dead. And when it's got about 5 more years, don't get me wrong, it's still a strong currency. But gold will get stronger, so will silver, so will Bitcoin. Because of this here is the school teachers, our governments, the Treasury, Wall Street, and the banking system, the Federal Reserve Bank, are ripping us off. In my opinion, the biggest news of all in the last few months was that Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, dumped bank stocks and he dumped airline stocks and he got into Barrick Gold. In other words, he shifted into gold mining. And he and his buddy Munger, have badmouthed gold forever. They own some silver, but they badmouth gold forever. And so that is the biggest news of all, because it says something is really fundamentally changed in America. I mean, foundationally. If he's dumping airline stocks and he's dumping bank stocks, the question is, what does that mean? And CNBC and the other one, CNBS as they call it, they don't cover it. Nobody covers it. And this is bigger, Trump or Biden, it's important. But Buffett going into Barrick Gold is 1,000 times bigger news to all of us, because Trump or Biden have no possible power. They cannot stop what's about to happen. So let me say it again. The biggest news of all is not Trump or Biden or COVID. It's Warren Buffett dumping bank stocks. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? And dumping airline stocks. And then buying Barrick Gold. We don't know what else he's bought. And the question is, what does that really mean? So right in front of our eyes right now, we can see capitalism, socialism, and communism. That's what I'm concerned about. And the average person without financial education from our schools can't see it. They can't see it. So we're shifting to communism right now, central control of the economy. And then there'll be an IMF bailout, International Monetary Fund. What I say in private, when the IMF steps in to save you, like it did for Greece and Brazil and all that, IMF stands for I'm fucked. That's what it means. So when the IMF steps in to save America, just say to yourself, oh, I'm fucked. That's what it means. The monetary system has been blown apart so bad that a foreign government, comes in and they're going to start giving us more fake money called SDRs, special drawing rights. I don't know what they are, but they're going to give us more fake money. So that's the future. So that's why I said, won't free money destroy the USA? Answer is yes, destroy the world. So what should I do? I always say, gold, silver, God's money, Bitcoin, people's money. You want to get outside this corrupt system. Bitcoin is open source. That means the central banks can't mess with it. Gold and silver are God's money. They can't, well, they can try, but they can't make any more of it. So what happened is these fake financial planners, God, they're terrible people. They tell you to invest in the long term in the stock market. And look at this chart here. This is the Dow. It's at an all-time high. Why would you invest in the stock market? Mm-hmm. The Fed, which is a criminal operation because they only protect the banks. The stock market is an all-time high. Would you want to get in now?
No. I mean, and that's the thing. I think that's why you were saying this. It's so important to buy right now because it's low too.
Yeah. And so look at housing. You guys always complain, oh, I can't afford a house. Well, wait till it crashes, then you buy a house, right? So in 2008, after it crashes, that's when I bought real estate. Mm-hmm. So right now, look at the stock market, all-time high. Real estate's an all-time high. Your phony education is an all-time high.
Everything.
Look at medical costs at all-time high. And these phony, fake financial planners are telling you to invest for the long term when the market's at all-time high. And what blew it into the bubble was the Fed. Mm-hmm. The Fed kept printing money. It just kept blowing it in this bubble. So meanwhile, little silver, it's $15 on this chart here. It used to be as high as 50. Do you know?
Yeah.
$15 is a joke. So if you hold, and this is not an investment. I'll show you a little about this. Mm-hmm. I predict, and my predictions are often wrong, that if you buy silver today at 15, in 10 years it'll be worth 100. Because they keep burning it up, they keep demanding it. So would you rather save the dollar, which is going down, or save silver, which is going up?
Yeah.
Can you afford $15?
I can afford, and that's why I think it's a perfect opportunity for millennials especially, who complain living paycheck to paycheck. Set aside a couple $15 and then you'll be set.